It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Browns and the Steelers, all that and more, coming up next.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30th to 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Watson off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Watson on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Out of the gun, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and play. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. This is Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Here's another carry for Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Pickett on 3rd and 1.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
We have an injured player out there, and oh boy, that's the quarterback, Kenny Pickett, who's in some pain after that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's the backup Rudolph. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Rudolph
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
10 more there and another first down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Peoples-Jones, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Johnson.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run it with Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. Oh, nice. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Deontay Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Steelers 19, Browns 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Peterson. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Johnson.
There he goes again. Deontay Johnson.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 61 yards. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Pickett back to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle and make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Now it's Watson.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watson now to throw.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. To throw on second is Watson. He'll buy some time right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Keanu Benton
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Johnson.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. On the draw, it's Harris. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Oh, look at this play call. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this run.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So now the Steeler offense coming onto the field. They'll try to add 2 more. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 44-yard line.
Well, now they'll try the end around. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Over on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
A Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, This is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an